For the longest time, we have complained about the quality of our leadership in Africa, and we are not wrong about that. Yes, Africa has a leadership problem, and it was systematically designed as such to keep Africans in a perpetual state of crisis and underdevelopment. The issue has been so detrimental to our minds that, in fact, we as people do not even know what to look out for. We just know that something is not right, and we know we want something better, a better standard of living. What we need to ask is why African leaders hate themselves so much that they would rather steal from their countries, make no lasting economic impact, just to attempt to create better lives for their families in a foreign land. This doesn't quite make sense, does it? What if there are people that want to ensure Africa stays the way it is? What if there are people that know that Africa's realization of its true potential is a potential threat to the world power? What if there are people that create and sponsor internal crises within Africa to keep us distracted while they constantly exploit us? For example, we see the Prince of Wales talk about how we need to reduce the population of Africa because it affects the wildlife, when the current conversation has been how Africa is about to be world economy because of its growing population. So these things add up, and there's a clear sign that there are people that are interested in Africa's inability to grow because it keeps them ahead of the game, or it keeps them on top of the game. And you know the crazy thing? I actually don't blame them, because the world politics is that of the battle of the fittest. And the reason some people have greater advantage over others is because they chose to invest in knowledge, research, and development. They know things others don't, and they can use that to their advantage, while my people perish for lack of knowledge. The type of leadership we need now in Nigeria and in Africa is not one that promises things we are not sure they will even allow us accomplish. The type of leadership we need is a type that will nip the problem in the bud, one that is wise as a serpent and gentle as a dove, one that will protect their country from unnecessary attacks and still find a way to preserve, or better still, take back the sovereignty of its nation. Someone that will ensure its educational system is well funded and run by the greatest philosophers, researchers, scientists that the region can produce home and abroad. Someone that can follow the blueprints of leaders like Mao Zedong of China and Lee Kuan Yew of Singapore. Someone that will strategically position its nation in the global economic games, not constantly sitting as a puppet for the benefit of foreign sovereign powers. Someone selfless, agile, and strategic enough to form alliances that benefits the entire nation, not just their immediate family, but for the sake of their descendants yet unborn. Do you know a leader like this? Comment their names and handles and say what country you think they should lead and why they should lead. Thank you for walking this journey with me. All my love, ASJ.